Hello everyone and welcome to Mastt webinar on our new customizable dashboards. My name is Sam Horwitz. I'm an account exec here and I look after renewable energy and sports infrastructure. Today I'm going to be taking you through something that's really exciting, something that we've been working on for the past 12 months and that I'm really looking forward to presenting, and that's our new customizable dashboards. So the first question you're probably asking yourself is, why did we decide to solve this problem? Well, Mastt created these new dashboards to provide users with greater flexibility and control over their project data. While the out-of-the-box dashboards provided a great starting point, they were not always able to meet the specific needs and requirements that every user requires. So by creating these dashboards, Mastt allows users to select the tiles they want to include in their reports, customize the data displayed in each tile, and arrange the tiles in a way that makes sense to their workflow. This enables users to create dashboards that are tailored to their specific needs and requirements, rather than having to work within the constraints of a pre-designed template. Once you've created your dashboard, you can save it as a template. This allows you to reuse the dashboard layout for different projects or programs. The options become limitless then. So you can then create a template for your cash flow, for your risk, for your progress, your photo updates. We're giving the user full flexibility over how they want to set it up. We're all about time saving here at Mastt, and we're trying to do that by allowing you to save templates and have these reports ready to issue straight away. By entering the data once and following the set governance, we're giving you the ability to report in multiple different ways, preventing double work and creating long and energy-consuming reports in the process. Without a template, setting up a new dashboard can be time-consuming and involve manually adding widgets and configuring them. Customizing a dashboard for a new project can then take up valuable time and effort that should be spent on actually managing your projects. By creating a customized dashboard template with a specific project or a type of project, we will help you save time. Templates can then be reused for future projects, reduce the need to start from scratch. That means you can have a PCG report, cash flow, as I've said, a risk template, all handy and ready to use whenever you need them. You can even go and create templates for your teammates, meaning a team can have a set amount of templates in their library that they can go and pull out for a project or a program ready to use whenever they need them. Overall, using templates can help you streamline your project management process and improve communication within your team. Customize and configure, my two favorite words of 2023. Mastt pre-configured tiles for charts, graphs, tables can save you a significant amount of time compared to creating these visualizations manually. By using pre-configured tiles, you can avoid the time-consuming process of setting up and formatting charts and graphs and tables from scratch. Instead, simply select the tile you need and customize it to display the data you want to see. To customize a report using Mastt Tiles Library, users can select the tiles they want to use by dragging and dropping them into the template, and then they'll arrange the tiles in the order that they want to see them appear in the dashboard. For example, in the cost tiles, users can choose to display budget, actual cost, variance, or they can select specific cost categories to be displayed. This can be especially useful for teams that need to stay up to date on project or portfolio performance and need quick access to actual reports. Overall, Mastt Tile Library provides flexible and customizable reporting solution, giving users complete control over their content and layout of their reports. Mastt allows users to share their dashboards with clients or teams in several ways. We allow users to control who can access their dashboard by assigning user roles and permissions. Managers can then set permissions for either read-only or edit to ensure that only authorized users can view or modify these dashboards. Mastt allows users to export their dashboards to a PDF or print their dashboard for offline use. This can become useful when sharing the dashboard with clients or team members before, after, or during a PCG meeting. Overall, Mastt provides a range of tools and features that make it easy to share the dashboard with clients or teams. With users' roles and permissions, collaborative tools, exporting and printing options, users can easily share their report with others and ensure that they have access to the information they need to manage their projects effectively. Now, let's see it. The whole reason you guys joined this webinar, let's customize a dashboard. Alrighty, so in front of you right now, while I'm sharing my screen, what you can see is our out-of-the-box solution. This is our OG dashboard, as I like to refer to it. It's got our project view, our project performances, our schedule, our financial breakdowns, and our risk. Now I'm going to show you how you can go and configure your dashboards exactly like you require it. But before we do that, let's load up the new customizable and configurable dashboard, and let's go for a quick tour of where all the feature and functions are located. So if we click on this green box here, add tiles, we go into our beautiful tile library. This has got stuff like cost, schedule, risk, health and statuses, all located here, ready to use and ready to put into a report. As I said earlier, we've got our template library. This is where your team will store different templates like cost templates, risk templates, cash flow, whatever you need, we'll have it ready here and saved, ready to use. We can also save this obviously and download it into a PDF to then go and print that off. We've also got a minimize feature and a zoom in, fixed screen. I should start again because I stuffed those two up.
That's fine.
No one would have noticed as well.
No one would, but
how is that the start of it?
Oh, I mean, this is much better than the presentation, like the PowerPoint.
Oh,
like
yeah.
You just do exactly that, and I'm really happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, so I'm sharing my screen right now, and what you should be able to see in front of you right now is the original dashboard that Mastt designed. This is our out of the box dashboard. I like to refer to it personally as the OG dashboard. It's got stuff like our project description up the top here, project performance. We come down, we've got our schedule, our beautiful finance breakdowns, onto our risk. But now what I want to show you is how you can completely customize and configure your dashboards exactly how you want them. So if we click into our experimental dashboard right now, we'll do a quick tour and then we'll create a dashboard ourselves. So if we click into the top left green box here, add tiles, we get our beautiful tile library where we've got everything you need. So cost, schedule, risk, photos, health and status, it's all stored here, ready to drag and drop and import into your dashboard. As I said before, you can save a template. And your team can then have a variety of templates available to them. So stuff like cash flow, cost and risk, this can all be stored here, and you can have specific reports pulling data from our three main modules, which is our cost, risk and schedule model, and you can be able to create this beautiful dashboard however you need it. We can also save, download it into a PDF. We've got some zoom in and zoom out functions and fit to screen, and we've got our print preview, locked and drag and resize. For the purpose of today, let's start at drag and resize and we'll create a dashboard from scratch. All right, so let's go into apply template. And what we're going to do is we're going to create an empty shell for a dashboard. So we apply this empty shell and now we've got a canvas. We can become the artist right now. So what do we want to put in? So every PCG report requires a title. So let's put in a project name. Let's add in a project description, key stakeholders and summary. What we're going to do as well is we need a logo. So I'm going to add a Mastt logo here. So we'll close that and we will drag in a Mastt logo like that. All right, let's repurpose this a bit and move some stuff around. So let's all have this all in the one line like this. We don't want to see it say Mastt, so let's fit this for the box. So we click edit, fit, save, and now that Mastt logo should be well fitted towards that text box. All right, what should we add in next? I personally like to have a schedule below. So let's add in a project schedule and let's get our key milestones and gateways ready onto this report. Let's apply our risks. So we create a risk table. And now you can see here, we've got the same functionality as any spreadsheet you have. So we can go here and click on here. We can sort by ascending, descending, filter, hide, show columns, pin to the left. What I'm going to do personally is I want to rank these risks from our most important risk or our highest risk at the top, because everyone's going to view that at the top and want to address that first. So that's looking pretty good. Let's move on. I want to see if we can do some cash flows. A lot of questions we get around cash flow is, can we see the full project schedule? Yes, we can. Can we focus on just the risk? And can we track forecasts against the baseline? These are all things that we are giving functionality to with these new dashboards. So we'll go back into our tile library here, click into the cost section. We're going to add 3 cash flow charts. That's 1, that's 2, and there's our 3rd, and we're ready to go. So we click out of here, scroll down. Now let's resize these. How I'm envisioning it in my head is I want to have 2 cash flows, both focusing on the same year, and then we'll have 1 cash flow that follows the full life cycle of the project. I'll show you how we do that now. Let me just pull that down. Cool. Let's resize this to make sure that this fits. Awesome, just like that. So we click on these 3 dots like anything in Mastt, and we can go and edit this tile. So let's look at the range. As I said before, we want to look at this from a year perspective. So let's go into 2023, click on July and apply that. Let's get rid of total budget line and total final forecast costs. And now we get that cumulative view. And into this one, let's go and do the same thing. So what we're going to do is put it to a year, like we just did with the last one. Click into 2023, click into July, and perfect. We're going to click out of total forecast cost line, final forecast cost line, and total budget line. But what we're going to do is we're going to take cumulative off, and now we get this month-on-month view where we can compare and contrast how our spend looks over a total year compared to what our spend is going to look like month on month. Now for our total life cycle cash flow. So let's go back up to the project schedule that we did. And what we can see up here is that our project starts on January 12th, 2022, and we finish over in December 8th, 2024. So let's go and set up that time frame. And the beauty about these new cash flows is we can overlay schedule on top of your cash flow, and then we can track spend on that. So what that does is, obviously we'd expect our spend to be a bit higher as the construction starts, and we can make sure that, the project is following exactly how we think it's going to come together. So we click on these 3 dots, we press tile, and let's see if I can remember the months that I just said. So we said January 2022 and December 2024. Click into that, apply, and we're done editing. Alrighty, now let's toggle some stuff on and off. Say we want to get rid of our paid, contract, and uncommitted costs. That's going to leave us with our paid, our contract. That's going to leave us with our risk, client contingencies, and project contingencies left over. And what we'll do is we'll get rid of our total budget line and our final forecast line. Let's get rid of our target. And what we can do is we can leave our baseline here, and this can let us drill down into just our risk contingencies and project contingencies. Let's bring back committed and give this a bit of chunk back into our graph. All right, so now we're looking at around a 2-page report. Let's see how it's looking. So if we go into print preview, we can see we still got a bit of space here, and we need to fill some gaps down the bottom here. So let's go back into drag and resize. Let's add some tiles back in. So let's bring in maybe our variations table. Close out of here. Let's just focus on, sorry about that. Let's focus on, say, our 3 biggest variations. And let's bring that back here. Let's drag this to the top. Here. Awesome. And then let's go back into print preview, see how this is looking. All right, let's give this second page a title. So let's add tile, go back into project information, custom text box, click out of here. All right, let's click into here. Let's edit this. Let's get rid of this and go cash flow report. Let's format this, put it into our biggest heading, move it to the center. That's looking all right. Let's drag this across to the total size of the page. And then let's drag this up like this. Alrighty, now this is looking all right and looking like good 2-page report. As you can see what I'm doing, if I zoom in here, we can see that the page has these little dotted lines. What these dotted lines indicate is when the page ends. So we can then go and fit this report to make sure that it looks nice when we print it or issue it as a PDF. So I'm going to drag this up slightly, make sure that this finishes above the dotted line. All right, this is looking all right. Bring this down. Awesome. So what we're going to do now is we're going to save this, and now we're going to download it into a PDF, and now we can attach this to an email or print it as we see fit. So as this is coming into our PDF, let this load. It's pulling all of our data from our three main modules, which is our cost, risk, and schedule module, plus some add-on data that we've added in ourselves. Alrighty, and so now this should be coming up. This is my nice PDF of our report here for our airport works. And let's zoom out and see how this looks. So this is looking pretty damn neat, if I don't mind saying myself. The cash flow looks great. And we have this all in a nice organized format. This will wrap up this part of the webinar where we created the dashboard. I just want to emphasize that, you know, the idea with this dashboard is limitless. You can choose whatever you want and create a report from anything on this dashboard. The options that we give you guys that full flexibility to configure and change the information or what you want to report or present. So I might jump back into my PowerPoint. So I'll stop sharing this screen and reshare my PowerPoint. Alrighty, guys, that takes us to the end of the time for this webinar. I had a really great time presenting you our new dashboards. I'm obviously very excited about it, and I can't wait to see what sort of dashboards and reports our customers can come up with. It's a really exciting time to be a part of Mastt, and just can't wait to see how it finishes. If you guys have any further questions, I've got my contact details here on the screen. Feel free to send me an email or hit me up on LinkedIn. I'd be really open to any further conversations or any questions you guys might have about Mastt and what you want to find out. So thank you very much and have a great day.